Vande Shambhum Patim Suragurum Vande Jagat Karanam Vande Pannaga Bhushanam Sashikaram Vande Vasunam Patim Vande Surya Shashanka Vanninayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhaktajana Asrayam Chavaradam Vande Bhaktajana Asrayam Chavaradam Vande Shivam Shankaram. Friends, the entire Yoga Shastra deals more with the mind than with the body. Especially Raja Yoga is to use the willpower, strengthen the willpower, make it firmer and firmer so that mind is under control. Mind is the source of misery. Mind in its place can make a heaven of hell, hell of heaven. There is nothing like good or bad, thinking makes it so. We can make our lives very, very happy if the minds are under our hand. We can make our lives miserable if we are unable to control the mind. Mind is a menace. Mind is a source of misery. Mind is a source of merriment, happiness, enjoyment. Mind can do and undo things. Therefore, Krishna says, "Man, Arjun, control your mind." And Arjuna replies, "My dear Krishna, you have very easily said, control your mind. Very difficult it is. Vayoriva sudushkaram, even wind can be controlled. Mountains can be powdered. Seas can be swallowed. But this mind is very hard, very difficult to be controlled." Then Krishna says, "Asamsayam Mahabaho." Asamsayam, no doubt. Mahabaho, you man of large, long hands. Mano durnigraham chalam. Mind is hard to control. Nigraham. We cannot control it. Chalam, always moving. But it's not impossible. You can control the mind. You can sublimate the mind. You can annihilate the mind. You can go beyond the mind. You can be a master of the mind. Mastery over the mind you can get. How? Arjuna asked. 2 ways. Number 1, Abhyasena tu Kaunteya. Kaunteya is Arjuna. Abhyasa means practice. Do it. When we come to Prashanti Kutir, they ask us to bend. The palms do not go beyond the knees. And we find it very difficult to sit with folded legs. First day it is difficult. Second day bend, bend, bend. By the time you complete your training here, on the last day you will find your fingers touching the toes. Practice, practice, practice. You bend only 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and there is total bend, and we touch the toes. Practice. That's okay, my dear Krishna. I shall try to practice to control the mind, but there should be some way, some method, in addition to practice. What is that another one? Abhyasena tu Kaunteya. Abhyasa is practice. Kaunteya is Arjuna. Arjuna practice. Next, Vairagyena cha grihyate. Use Vairagya. What is this Vairagya? Vairagya is very hard. Detachment. A sort of repulsion. a sort of disinterestedness. How am I to develop that Vairagya? Then Vyasa Maharshi tells, elsewhere in Mahabharata, Jnana, rationalism, intellectualism, questioning trait develops Vairagya. To develop the willpower, to develop the practice of controlling the mind can be helped with the knowledge, with the truth, with analysis, with rationalism, with intellectualism. Use it. And Jnana Yoga comes to our rescue to develop detachment. Jnana Yoga comes to our rescue to develop that repulsion to the worldly ways. Raga, Viraga. Raga is liking. I don't like it anymore. Should be some detachment. And Vyasa tells, to know the truth about your life. Point number 1. I am now trying to tell you, to control the mind, there are 2 ways. One is practice. To strengthen the practice, Vairagya is necessary. And what is that Vairagya? How to develop Vairagya? I am trying to say in this section. Vyasa says, try to know about the life truth. And he is a master of telling stories, Vyasa Maharshi. There is a man. He is in the forest. We are all the human beings. We are here in this jungle of the world. What is a jungle? Uncertainties. We do not know where the water will be. We do not know whether we will be successful. We do not know whether we will have the failure. Next minute is unknown. What happens we do not know. And that place of uncertainties is a forest. A tiger may come, a lion may come. There may be a fire breaking, there may be flood, there may be scorpions, there may be snakes. Anything may happen any time. That is a forest. This world is also like that. We do not know what happens when, where, how. So in this world of uncertainties, we have entered. There is a man entering the forest. Suddenly, from some place, a lion pounced upon him. The man took to heels. He started running. When he was galloping, running like that, there he found, unfortunately, a well, dry well. While running, the fellow fell into that dry well. On the edge of the well, there is a tree. From the tree, there are creepers hanging. When he was falling, he found a cobra with the hood ready to bite him. He looked up. The lion is waiting to kill him. He looked down. There is the cobra to bite him and kill him. He went and held on to the creepers. When the creepers got moved, disturbed, there is in the branches of the tree a beehive. And that beehive has plenty of bees. When the whole creeper is disturbed, all those bees started stinging him all over the body. And the creeper he was holding, there were 2 rats. And those 2 rats were biting the creeper, and the creeper was coming down. Any moment it can be snapped, any moment it will be cut, and if it is cut, he will be bitten by the snake. And there, the beehive was disturbed. All the bees were stinging his body all over, and when everything was disturbed, that overflowing beehive, drops of honey are falling. He stretched his tongue. Beautiful. Lion to swallow him, snake to bite him, creeper, the man is hanging, and the whole body is being bitten by the stinging bees. Amidst these sufferings, he is enjoying. Life is like that. Vyasa says, death is there above, death is there below. Life is full of pains, pricks, scoldings, insults, and the two rats are day and night. They are biting the creeper. Your life span is reducing. And there are domestic problems, financial problems, professional problems, health problems, biting, stinging the whole body. Amidst all these problems, the man stretches his tongue, a beautiful girl. A wonderful promotion, half a minute. In 70, 80 years of life, what is the time taken for a kiss? Fraction of a second. And that he takes drop of honey. Know the truth about your life. You are in the well of death. Doomsday is fast approaching. Painful is day after day. Amidst all these things, man, try to know the truth of your existence. Don't you develop the detachment? Vairagyena chagrihyate. Arjun, try to know the truth about your life. Point number one. Point number two. Adi Shankara comes beautifully. How long, how many times do you want to live and die and live and die and live and die? Are you not bored? Every day the same idli, don't you get bored? Every day same ganji, you develop repulsion. I am very fond of Rasgulla. Every time I go to Calcutta, I buy tins and tins of Rasgulla and begin to eat. One day, I was invited to a house and that housewife served one Rasgulla. I ate it. And when I was eating, if there is a meter to measure my happiness or pleasure, it will show 100. We have in Arogya Dham a weighing machine. You go and stand on it, it will show you in the evening 100 kilos. Next day morning you go and stand on that weighing machine, it will show only 30 kilos. After 1 hour you go there, it will show you 200 kilos. Wonderful machine we have here. And this Rasgulla, there are meters to measure your blood pressure. There is a meter to measure your blood sugar level, measure your temperature, measure your heartbeat, measure your pulsation, etc. Is there a meter to measure your pleasure? If there is, when I touch that Rasgulla, the meter goes round. 200, 300. Second Rasgulla, it will be a little less. From 300, it will come to 250. Looking at me, the housewife brought the fourth Rasgulla. It came to 200. She brought the 25th Rasgulla. It came to 70. 100th Rasgulla, it came to 0. Pleasure is measured and it is only 0. 240th Rasgulla she brought. No, I don't want. -1. Somehow, please take, sir, you are very fond of Rasgulla, sir. Please take one more. No. Third one. Fourth one. Minus it increases. That commencement of minus is called vairagya. You are very fond of life. You get repelled by it. You are very fond of marriage. Beautifully the foreigner has given honeymoon. Honey drips away. Moon fades away. By the 15th day, there is no honey in the kiss, nor is there moon in her face. Both go down, no more. This is Vairagya. The whole life can be taken into Rasgulla. The entire life, full of good, bad, right, wrong, success, failure, plus, minus. All these pairs of opposites, very attractive. Same cinema every day can you see. Same life you can have. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, yatare sayanam, iha samsare, khalu dustare, kripaya pare, pahi murare. Adi Shankara reveals the truth about your life. How long, man? And now when this housewife gives me the 250th Rasgulla, Amma, please. Why? Whatever I have will come out, I vomit. That vomiting, that disgust, that repulsion, that withdrawal from everything, by having excess of everything, repetition of everything, we develop automatically. Adi Shankara, at a tender age, developed dispassion, detachment. He did not like the modern things, everything, because for generations, Janma after marrying, begetting, dying, marrying, begetting, dying, marrying, begetting, dying, more. That is Vairagya. Now Krishna tells, develop that Vairagya. How, sir? By knowing the truth. How to know the truth? I have a friend. That friend is highly diabetic and he has a BP. Doctor advised him, don't take oily stuff, sir. Don't go to the hotels and take your masala dosa every day with potato, roast, etc. The man was not interested. He was going to the hotel and eating every day without the knowledge of his wife. That wife one day requested me, sir, my husband is not listening. He is going to that hotel and taking that masala dosa every day. BP is raising, blood sugar is increasing. Please do something. I should try to help. Next day I went to him. Sir, shall we go to that hotel? Ready? And then, sir, if you go from the front of the hotel, we have to walk a longer distance. There is a shortcut to enter into the hotel. How? From the back door, sir. Then he agreed. We both entered through the back door. At the back of the hotel, there was a place where the servants were cleaning the cups and saucers. And everybody comes to the hotel, takes a cup of coffee, leaves a 2-3 ml of coffee at the bottom. Tea, every day there will be 2-3 ml of tea left. And in the idli plate, dosa plate, there will be white chutney left a little, red chutney left a little, sambar left a little. Now this boy was seated there. Before cleaning the cups and saucers, all the left out white chutney in one bag. All the left out red chutney in another jar. All the left out sambar he was putting it in another place. And all the cups of coffee, whatever little remained, that he was putting. What are you going to do it? I don't know, sir. My owner asked me to collect all the coffee, all the tea, all the white chutney, red chutney and this. What are you going to do? We will reserve, sir. My friend listened. Every day I am eating this chutney. Yes. Then we went further. There is the kitchen. And in the kitchen there is a frying pan. There is the cook. The cook does not have even the bunion because it is all sultry. he had a towel, dark, black, thick, large belly, and because of the constant flames, he was sweating profusely. Every time he sweats, he just throws it on the frying pan, and there is a flame, he takes it and throws it, and he has a broomstick in his hand. He sweeps the frying pan, he puts that paste and makes dosha. Is this the dosha we are eating? Yes, sir. No. Vairagya, to know the truth. Nari sthana bharanagi desham društva maga moha vesham yetan mam savashadi vikaram. Adi Shankara says, why are you fascinated by this? Why are you enamored of this? Is it really beautiful? Is it ecstatic? It's a skeleton. It is blood. It's blood vessels. It is mala, mutra. Sweetheart, you say. Honey, you say. Is it honey? Is it not saliva? Is it not foul-smelling saliva? Know the truth about it. Vairagya. Krishna tells Arjuna, mere practice is not enough. Practice must be complemented with, it must be strengthened with Vairagya. How do you develop that Vairagya? By knowing the truth. Truth about your life, truth about your word, truth about every pleasure. And when you have the over of it, you develop satiety, S-A-T-I-E-T-Y. No more of it, no more of it. And that repulsion, Vairagya. And Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, most recent, he tells a beautiful story. There is an officer. He is married. He has children. He has his parents. Every day from the office to the house, he goes by the two-wheeler in the evening. On the way, there is one ashrama. In that ashram, there is a sannyasi. That sannyasi performs a puja. And this officer goes to that ashram, stops there, enters the ashram, and the Swami after puja gives him a little prasadam, and taking that prasadam he will go home. This is his routine. One day, when he went to the ashram, when the puja was taking place, there was a dark cloud. Very soon, lightning, thunder, heavy rain. It was pouring. Then the Swami said, my boy, it is raining heavily. You have a two-wheeler. How can you go home? Sleep here. I have a spare bed. Sleep here. Tomorrow morning you go. No, sir. You are a sannyasi. What do you know of the love of a wife? What do you know of the affection of the parents? What do you know of the attachment of the children to the parents? I have two children, sir. They don't sleep without my telling a story. My parents will be waiting. They don't take food. My wife will be waiting. Somehow I shall go. Then the Swami said, okay, my boy, you may catch cold. I will give you a little powder tomorrow morning. When you are offering your puja prayers, you take this powder with a little water. You will not have colds. You will not have fever. Sorry, he said, took that powder, put it in the pocket, went home late in the night. Parents were waiting, children were waiting, wife was waiting, and he thought, what does that man know, that sannyasi? What a great love my parents have, my children have, my wife has, he thought. He had his shower, he had his dinner, he slept. Morning, he remembered that packet. While doing the puja, he asked his wife, please get me a little water. She brought. He mixed this powder into that glass, drank. The moment he drank that powder with the water, he fell down dead. Wife wept, parents wept, children wept, neighbors came. And this fellow wanted to say, so see, I am not dead. I am alive, he wanted to say, he could not say. And people collected. Father said that Yamadharmaraja is a useless fellow. He doesn't know whom to take, whom not to take. I am an old man of 80 years. he should have taken me, not my son. Mother said, what is the use of my living? Yamadharmaraj should have taken me. I must have died, not this boy. Children wept, brothers wept, everybody was telling, wife was telling, instead of taking him, why can't I die? Meanwhile, at about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, that Swami came into the street. They all looked at him. Swamiji, please come in. Our person has died. You have been doing puja all these years. You must have got certain miraculous powers. Please get the man back to life. Then the sannyasi looked. Ma, I do have powers, no doubt about it. I give you a little sacred holy water mantra jalam to you. Anybody can sprinkle that water on the dead body of this man. This man is not dead, he is observing everything, he is unable to speak. His heart appeared to have stopped, but it has not stopped. Doctors declared. Now, the condition is, whoever sprinkles the water on the dead body of the man will die. Father changed the play. I can die, but this old woman at this age, how can she be a widow? Mother said, I can die, but who will take care of this old man? Wife said, I can die, but how about the children? Who will take care of the children? This man was thinking, last night, few minutes before, I am ready to die, I am ready to die, I am ready to die, but nobody is. Then all the people collectively said, Swamiji, you don't have father, you don't have mother, you don't have wife, you don't have children, you sprinkle. Swami smiled, dropped the holy water, the man stood up. And sir, I understand the worldly love now. I do not like any one of them. It is real passion, attachment to the body. I am coming with you, sir. I have developed Vairagya sannyasi. No. You have a duty to perform. Develop Vairagya, serve the parents with detachment. Develop Vairagya, look after the children without attachment. Develop Vairagya, be a custodian of your life without attachment. That is Vairagya. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Adi Shankara, Vyasa Maharshi, Sri Krishna Paramatma, all the great people of this country have requested us to be peaceful, to be cheerful, control the mind. Control of the mind is possible with practice. Practice alone is not sufficient, it should be augmented with, it should be supported by, it should be complemented with, added with Vairagya. How do you develop Vairagya? By knowing the truth of this world, of the world, and by having satiety again and again and again, by knowing what is there hidden in everything. Let us try to contemplate. Nobody asks us to take sannyas and run away from the responsibilities. We can do everything with the detachment. We can develop that control over the mind. We can maintain our peacefulness and calmness. Sri Krishna is a married man. Vasishtha Maharshi is a married person. Vyasa Maharshi himself is a married person. They are all yogis having come to Prashanti. Let us go back as yogis capable of controlling the mind, sublimating the mind, annihilating the mind, using the mind at our command. Let us now keep silent, look at the mind, command the mind.